Please give rise to bodhicitta, thinking that you are we are going through the Sojong vow for the benefit of all sentient beings to achieve enlightenment. So Happy New Year, everybody! And so last time we were talking about Sojong vow and basically talk about the months, which dates are important. Also talk about the story about the benefits of Sojong vow. And so today, let's see, so today I may go through the text itself, and this wait a minute. Okay. So this text is used at Kamalai, and it has, as you can see, Mahayana Sojong Vow, and then talk about 3 post-stations, etc. And I know you may have a different version, but I will go through the text quickly. Did I go through text before? We will talk about text, but I don't think I went through line by line, did I? It's been for a while. I kind of so anyway, maybe we go through the text. So generally, according to Khenpo Rinpoche, it is recommended to receive the transmission in person from a teacher. And then after that, you don't have to have somebody present, and you can simply visualize all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas in the sky, and then you can follow the procedure, which it says here that posted 3 times. You do 3 postations at the beginning when you're in front of your shrine, and chanting the usual refuge and the bodhicitta prayer 3 times. Normally we don't really use any melody, simply chant through like Sanje Chudong Choje Chuna Chonju Barada Dane Jauza Je Dage Jeso Jeb Sanam Rola Benjara Sanje and Robasho with the prayer mudra to the Buddha, Dharma, and Spring Assembly. I go for refuge until I awakening. Through the merit of my perfect performance of generosity and so forth, may I accomplish Buddhahood for the benefit of all of beings. You chant that 3 times, and then you chant the 4 immeasurables. Here it says 3 times. Sometimes you chant once. So that is restating, refreshing bodhicitta, because 4 immeasurables is also part of bodhicitta, the immeasurable of love, compassion, etc. So you chant that 3 times without doing prayer mudra. So Semjin Tamje Dewa Don Deve Jedon Dembra Joj Dongla Don Dongla Jedon Trawara Churche Dongla Mipe Dewa. Let's do this. Tamba Don Mendrawa Churche Nyere Chadon Nyedon Trav Tonyam Chembola Nebra Churche. I tried to make it bigger, so I kind of, as you can see, my new kind of learning process. So I'm having a little hard time. Here we go. I think I got it. Okay. Okay, that was what's going on here. All right. Do it again. It's same. It's really interesting. You can see the text, right? Oh, thank you. Thank you. But it doesn't let me, make it bigger.
Do you want to go full screen? If you go full, is that a preview on a Mac?
Yeah.
Oh, if you go to up at the top, if you go to view, scroll all the way down, it should have enter full screen.
You are right, enter full screen.
Yeah.
That make
maybe that's too
small.
Smaller. Yeah, let's take it off. I
That's
thought it would
okay,
make it bigger.
this is, that's what I thought.
Or maybe slideshow. Maybe that.
Yeah, I think this is the slide. Yeah, that's the slideshow normally I have.
Oh, I saw it there. It was right above full screen.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
That goes back to the 2 page, which is next.
Oh,
All right. So we
smaller.
just do what we could do. This one is the option. So after we chant the 4 immeasurables 3 times, and then we will be kneeling, right knee down and left knee up, and then you have sometimes you have like a prayer mudra, but sometimes you put your hands like a kind of meditation posture, or you put one hand on top. And then you chant the following, basically saying that all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas residing in 10 directions, please grant me your attention, just as the Tathagata, Arhat, and perfectly pure and accomplished. So in this case, basically, what you are saying is that all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, 10 Arhats, how they practiced the Dharma, especially the Sojong practice, for the benefit of all sentient beings. And then you say, my name here, Dharma, whatever your name is, saying that from now on until tomorrow morning, even though it says sunrise, but generally, traditionally, we take Sojong vow like before sunrise, sometimes like if you early as dawn breaks. And then I will take Sojong vow like all the Arhats, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas did. So that's the chanting, saying that all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions, please grant me your attention, just as the Tathagata Arhats, perfectly pure and accomplished Buddhas like the heavenly steed, and the great elephant did what had to be done, caused it to be done, put down the burden, realized in their turn all the aspirations and completely relinquished all the bonds to the possibilities of becoming. Their speech is completely pure. Their mind is perfectly liberated. They are excellently possess the transcendental knowledge which completely liberates, just as they took Sojong vows for the sake of all beings to benefit them, to liberate them, to alleviate. I mistakenly used to pronounce elevate. So alleviate the illness. I hope I said this, correctly this time, and to spare them from famine. Now everything what's going on nowadays, to perfect the aspects of the Dharma directed towards awakening, and to realize the unsurpassable, perfect, complete enlightenment. Definitely took the Sojong vow just to so I, Lama Drodhul, from this moment until sunrise tomorrow shall definitely keep the same Sojong vow. So we normally chant that 3 times, and after the 3rd time you think that you received the vow of Sojong from in front of Buddha's Bodhisattvas, or from Buddha's Bodhisattvas into your being. So you are you took Sojong vow. And then after that, as it says in a liturgy, 3 prostrations. And then the next verses are the vows that we just took. So there are 4 root vowels and then 1 branch, 4 branches. So the 4 root vowels, from now on, I shall not kill, not to kill any beings. I shall not take the belongings of others, not to steal. I shall avoid all sexual activities. I shall not lie. Spiritual lie, as is mentioned in the text, that the commentaries that spiritual lie means that you pretend you are realized, you pretend you saw Buddha or Bodhisattva, or you pretend someone whispering through you by the Dakinis or such. You know, it's not real, making up spiritual stories. I shall completely abandon intoxicants. So that is that has to do with not to drink, not to take any substances that make your mind crazy or unstable or unable to recognize, unable to identify, or unable to remember what kind of vow you took. They say, let's make high, so you don't be high. Which quickly lead to numerous shortcomings because of the if you are intoxicated or drunk. Then I shall not use high and luxury seats. That means unless you are giving teaching or something, otherwise you will be not sitting on luxury seats or not sleeping on high beds, like very high or like made from precious jewelries. So I shall not take food at wrong times. So once you take sodium vow in the morning, and then you are not you do eat in this is nine, unlike nyune. So nine, the 1 day vow does some you do eat breakfast, but you after lunch then you are not taking any food, but you can still drink water or juice. I shall use neither perfume nor ornaments. So based on attachment, you are not you do take shower. It is mentioned clean oneself. Sometimes you wear like white cotton clothes, but you are not purposely putting jewelries or or like perfumes, such. I shall neither sing nor dance. You would chant. If you are practicing, you can chant, you can play damarus or such. It is unlike Nyune vow, the Nyune and the 2-day fasting practice. There's no such puja, but you can do your own practice, you can do prostration, or you can do Andamaru or Yudam practice, but you can sing realization songs such, but not out of attachment, like dancing or singing, or like listen to music that makes your mind more delusional or like a. You still could listen to Dharma teachings Just as the arhats constantly abstain from taking life and from doing these other actions, thus having abandoned taking life and so on, may I quickly until unspaced awakening. May I be freed from the ocean of becoming. So after you take those vows and also understanding or studying about the vows, so then simply taking vow, but you're not just only taking the vow, but you are dedicating, for this purpose. May be freed from the ocean of becoming, the world of destruction, shaken by so many sufferings. And then after that, you will also supplicate to Chinese and all the Buddhas. Basically, this particular chant, there will be a mantra. It's known as the that prayer that makes your moral discipline pure. I prostrate to all the Tathangatas. I prostrate to the great Bodhisattva, noble Lord, our Lord Shiva. Then you chant this mantra, Om Manga Shila Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Maha Shuddha Sato Pema Bambukata Badza Dara Dara Saminta all located home page. So as it says 7 times. And then after that, you join your hands together and chant the following. May I and others, all sentient beings, completely possess all aspects of the perfection of morality. May all of the wrongdoing and obscurations that have come from the violation of moral discipline through kleshas be removed and purified. May we possess the good fortune of moral discipline that pleases the ayers. May we abide in the bliss of liberation, not oppressed by the kleshas. And then continue. May our moral discipline be free of defect. May we all possess completely pure moral discipline. Through that moral discipline, free of arrogance, may we completely the perfection of moral discipline. May we follow after all victors. May our conduct of excellence be complete. May our moral conduct be stingless and pure. And may we continually conduct ourselves without impairment or defeat. And then these are kind of, we chanted in a retreat. It's not something required. Basically, once you said Tata Manyan Jimi Jeprashuna, and sometimes you follow up with long life prayers or other normal dedication prayers. But in the Karma line, we chant this auspicious prayer, the Buddha's body, speech, mind, may there be the auspiciousness of unchanging body like a mountain. May there be the auspiciousness of speech endowed with the 60 limbs of melody. May there be the auspiciousness of the mind that is stingless and free from extremes. May there be the auspicious body, speech, and mind of the victors. And then that's the next one is another 4 lines. May merit be stable as a mountain. May the lineage orders be as radiant as the sun and moon. May their renown be pervasive as space. May these auspiciousness as well be present for our happiness and excellence here and now. Then the final, in this place, may there be auspiciousness and excellence in the day and in the night. May there be happiness and excellence in the middle of the day. May there be happiness and excellence throughout all the day and night. May there be the auspiciousness of the three jewels. Then dedication. So those are just kind of quick review about the Sojong vow. Generally, discipline is very, very pleasant, whether it's a physical discipline or a speech discipline or mental discipline, because discipline is like a god. You will not mindlessly say something or mindlessly physically react to something. And so these are basically 8 vows are very, very special. Each of them have special benefit. And so first, first of the defects of doing this, violate these vows. So first among the 4 vows is killing. If we killing other sentient beings, and we will born in 3 lower realms, especially there's a hell realm called revive. You will kind of smashed and cut in pieces, and then you revive or live again, and you die again, kill again. So it's kind of repeating. And if we somewhat able to free from negative karma and take rebirth as a human being, we will have a short life. Physically, not so not looking good. Another zongi in Tibetan means not a good physical condition. We will experience less knowledge, lacking of knowledge, always full of fear and easy to get upset, and have a lot of illness, always a lot of sadness, and no matter how we try, all the things that we want to accomplish kind of run away from us. And it is said that if we kill one being, we have to repair 999 times, the debt. We have to repair that. Or like 3. So that's kind of if we can't purify the negative karma of killing one sentient being. So killing, of course, means killing through attachment, for food or anger, or just caused by those kleshas. The second vow, stealing. If we steal, that is not belong to us, and we will take rebirth in one of the 8 hell realms known as always crying out of suffering. Even we purify the negative karma and take rebirth as a human being, how much we try, not able to gain any wealth. Even if you have some wealth, it's very easy to disappear. Not easy to find new kind of materials. And other people will not like us, always willing to harm us. Third, the root vow is sexual activities. We will take rebirth in, once again, the hot hell realms known as the great crime. If we take rebirth as a human being, and for 500 rebirths, we may take rebirth something like disable, and always take rebirth in impure human beings that is not able to relate with Dharma, and have a lot of enemies, and always other people willing to harm us. Lying, through the consequence of lying, we will take rebirth in Tinna as one of the hell realm, cutting our body. First we put those different lines of our body, and then cut by swords or other weapons. If even we take rebirth as a human being after we purify the negative karma, we always our speech is not strong. People can't hear us, and we are not able to give rise to body. The compassion. There will be a lot of people jealous us. It says we don't have a good smell. And all lives not able to understand the meaning of Dharma, the profundity of meaning of Dharma. Then the fifth vow, drinking, the consequences that we will take rebirth in hot hell realms, where you drink a lot of hot liquid. If we somewhat take rebirth as a human being, always have a lot of dullness, want to sleep, easy to forget things, not intelligent, a lot of doubts and fear. Come on. And we don't have we are not, how do you say, we don't care what people say. We always make mistakes, have a lot of jealous and greedy, decrease virtuous actions, also take rebirth as dogs or crazy beings, 500 lives, yashas, etc. Then taking, after you take Sojong Vow, taking the evening food, untiming food, has also a lot of defects, as we talk about the story about born in Naga. So those are the defects of violating those vows. Okay, let's see. So though I think that's probably enough now about we talk a lot about the history and then talk about each of the vows, benefit, also defects. And if you have time, then sometimes we do the elaborated form of Sojong vow, which means begin with refuge in bodhicitta and then 12 deeds of Buddha's prayer, also 35 Buddha prayer, and then you do the 7 branch prayer, the long one, and then mandala offering, and then you take Sojong vow. And then at the end, you dedicate the merit by doing like Mahamudra prayer, or so. Maybe I can take some questions now. You have any questions?
Lama Karma, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the teaching.
Yeah.
When I attended the Kagyu Munlam, I got this book, booklet, Sojong Vows, but I can't seem to find it anywhere. Do you know where I can buy some for our center?
Actually, I don't. I have one book just like yours, and it's a little bit different than Kamalan, but it's all same. It's maybe the Unzila, the chanting masters, 100 chants that are different. I mean, the main text is same, but actually, I don't know where to find that booklet, and I don't think I saw any book at KTD, and maybe sometimes you can kind of what do you call it? Scan it, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And then you can make a PDF file or something.
Yeah. All right.
You see, my voice is very interesting. Sometimes it's very spontaneous. Today I have to put a lot of effort. Maybe too many lights.
Okay, thank you.
We like the changing colors in the background on your shrine. It's quite fascinating.
Yeah, I have those given by my brother and sent from made in China. And actually, these are very nice, but it's. I'm glad you guys like it because, I always have full of fear or doubts. I was like, I hope it doesn't bother them more than myself. That's good.
Been wonderful. So I have a question, Lamala.
From Moon.
So this is from Charles.
Yeah, you are from Moon.
Yes.
You are in Moon.
The full moon flying over the San Francisco Bay Bridge today, not in outer space.
Yes, Charles, please.
Okay. So is there a lung that is given for the Sojong vows? Like I know that for the prostrations, for example, and the Nundro, you gave a lung. Is there any is it the text that you just went through where we take refuge and do the different, was that the lung?
Not really. I can do it now because it's a very short, and I think I mentioned that I have permission from Tangurumbachi saying that please go ahead to give long online because I have so many Hundo practitioners just waiting to start Hundo, and I was desperate. I can't go, and I didn't have that permission from Kimburumbachi. So then I talked to Tangurumbachi. It took a few days, and he came back and said, "Yes, please give the transmission and may you benefit sentient beings." I was, overwhelmed, happy, and I can do that right now.
Let me ask a question. If you do that tonight, are we taking the vow to not eat tonight, or is this just for general future?
Yes, you will never eat any the rest of your life. You are in the moon. You don't have to eat anything anyways. You just like always rise like. Oh no, it's this is the transmission, and you are not taking sodium vow in front of shrine or something. So if you ever take sodium vow, as I mentioned, it should be early in the morning. So this is just a transmission. You can sleep well.
I can eat and sleep well then.
Yeah, you can eat and sleep. You haven't eaten yet. It's already 10:30.
No.
Oh, actually, it's you guys still over there. I already ate anyway.
Not since noon. Okay, thank you. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't.
Yeah,
something.
thank you. Those are very important questions, actually.
Lama, quick question, or it's
Yes,
not directly related to it. Bruce was asking earlier, he wanted to start Nundro, so he would be able to get a reading transmission from you maybe in future. So
actually, absolutely, because as I mentioned, I started a WhatsApp group, and I hope Bruce can join that, because there are few people want to receive the transmission, and I'm kind of trying to learn about Zoom. So I will do that soon, and or if I have Bruce contact, and I can let him know when that would be, and that's good. Thank you for follow up. I think I was a little bit carried away.
That's okay. Thank you.
Lama, I have another question about those particular commitments. I've taken from you the Nundro where you read very quickly and beautifully through. Do you always do all 4 parts of the Nundro when you do that? Or could it have been simply for the prostration or the Vajra Sattva practices and not for the additional practices, or would it have been for the whole thing?
Whole thing. That's what Kimburimbucha does, and I try to follow his example. I know some people only do the prostration part, but Rinpoche always, whoever asks, he always chant from beginning to the end. So that's what I do.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah, we can do the transmission later. You can continue, ask questions.
I have another question, Lama Karma.
Yes, please.
There are 2 meals on the Sojong Vow day, breakfast and lunch. And those 2 meals can be vegetarian or vegan, or must they be vegan meals?
Absolutely vegetarian. And during the Rinpoche time, we didn't have eggs or anything. He didn't want us to eat eggs. And I think now KTT does serve eggs. So, but it's called Siakasam, means always eat white food, which means it's shouldn't take any related with sentient beings, killing or such involved. So vegetarian food.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. And also, like evening when people drink, sometimes like people, some say that, this is something you can drink liquid, and so they sometimes drink yogurt, and then it's like, because we are not chewing anything, yogurt, it's just a stir, and then it becomes like, it's, oh, that was really, I was so hungry. No, not like that. So please don't eat like yogurt, or it's just our mind is really, it's just so turkey, because I sometimes take sodium vow, other times I have no problem, I don't get hungry on it, but the day I take sodium vow, and Cherry was always laughing, I sometimes forget and almost take something, and I get hungry. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I'm like, I don't get hungry like other days, but the day that I feel like, oh yeah, this is really shows that how effective sodium vow is if you protect the vow. And if I break it, then I break it. Of course, I don't. And then next day, once sodium vow is released, the morning, like, I am not hungry. I don't have to eat breakfast or something. It's just, that's,
I have a question.
you can still drink. Yes, please.
I'm
Right.
sorry. When you take the vow, is it last a day? Is it a full day or?
It is the vow itself is full day, as I mentioned. People do eat breakfast, even though you say that until tomorrow we don't eat, and you do need to chant this liturgy, and then during the day you can go to work. But the recommendation is that you stay home. The days that you stay home, take sodium vow, because we try not to kill any other beings, but sometimes, of course, you drive like maybe half an hour or something, it's someone we have to kill. But if there's no choice, I mean, you are not doing, killing something out of any impure motivation, and you still could take it, but it's better the days that you stay home. You don't go out like party or such, right?
Right. No dancing.
No dancing, no drinking. Yeah, that's right. You can't go to party.
No
So
party.
here's a nitpicky question. No singing or dancing, but what
Yeah.
about this? I presume no listening to music either.
Absolutely, because when you
Oh,
listen to
okay.
music, then that, it's just listening to music that makes your mind,
Yes.
high or something. Well,
Yeah.
what did you say, Daniel? It's Mickey question? What?
Well, my question was, can you listen to music on the Sojong Vow Day? And you're saying no.
But, but before you said that, you said it's kind of a Mickey question or tricky question or
Oh, I said nitpicky.
what?
Nitpicky, meaning like real detail question.
Well, that's what we need. I never know net, what?
Nitpick. I'll put it in chat.
Netpick. Oh, wow, this is interesting.
That's a good word to know.
That's where that internet come from.
Nitpicky.
Am I the only one that knows that term?
No, we all use it. I
Okay.
used it.
I'm the one who never heard of it.
Yeah.
Not surprising.
Nitpicky.
Yeah, we call it website. Like website is really a website because it's like spider web, just we dissolve into that spider web, it's like net. Net is like a fish net, we're trapped in this.
Yeah,
net.
this is knit, not net.
Knit.
Okay, trying to be
Okay.
smart. So it didn't work out. So I kind of looking this way because I think my battery is going down.
Uh-oh.
Sneaky. Bye-bye.
We lose him? No.
No, he's moved to the side.
He's making a joke about his battery.
Kind of reminds me, my son has a tablet, sometimes this, toys kind of goes away and come back. There we go. Any other questions, everybody?
I had one, Lama.
Yes, please.
When we come to the part where we say the actual vow, we repeat it 3 times, but is it the whole section, where you talk about the other great beings who have taken the Sojong vows before us? You repeat that part also 3 times, or just the actual vow part?
Actually, the vow only comes later. So you actually, the one you are repeating is not the verse, the like straight chanting, right? Let's see, I will show you. It's important. So here, the refuge bodhicitta, this for immeasurable, that's easy. Then there's Chojana, right? All the Buddhas, and then this goes all the way to, my name is such such, and then he says, Sojong Lama or keep the same Sojong vow. And then you do this 3 times thinking that you receive the vow. But once you receive the vow, you have to know what kind of vow you are going to take, what kind of vow you are dealing with. That's the description, the next one, description, which is the not actual vow or receiving the vow, but it's the description. So you are chanting those from beginning to here 3 times.
Okay. That's what I meant, I think.
And actually, that's a wonderful question, because as I mentioned, you have to kneel down. And then after this 3 prostrations, you can sit down. Some people just continue kneel down, but you can also sit down if you can't kneel down continuously.
Okay.
Lama Karma, could you show us a picture of that stupa again at the beginning?
Yes, I will do that after if you have finished questions, I will do the transmission. Okay. Did I do the transmission before? I think so,
No.
right? Charles, you're on moon.
Not of the Sojong, no. I don't think you did.
I think he did. I think
I did.
The last time you came on, Lama,
Yeah.
you did it.
Mm-hmm.
You did the transmission.
Oh, my mistake then. I may have
You're
missed
still on moon. You're not descended on earth yet. That's the defects of being in the moon. You can't see what's going on the earth. So I will chant this quickly, okay? It will be very quick. Just please generate bodhicitta. I'm so happy that I have the opportunity to give the transmission and people can practice, because I know Rinpoche would be very happy that if someone practice even 3 prostrations or even 1 day Sojong vow, that's the highest offering we can make. So Sanjay So next time, I still want to continue the Sojong vow, because there is a commentary or talk about the meaning of the mantra and some parts. So I want to have that 1 more session. Actually, you will be really, really happy. I tell you, once you take Sojong vow and not eating evening, and you feel really refreshed. Next day, you feel, something removed, or well.
Can you read Dharma and also listen to Dharma that
yes,
day?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, you can, if you want to watch, Lama dancing or something related, something inspires you, right? Devotion. If you want to listen to the chanting of His Holiness or someone's chanting, you definitely could do that.
Okay.
Lamala,
Yes,
one thing we did talk about in the past
Mhm.
and you said that you would think about it and or look into it, concerned the four main holidays in Buddhism.
Mhm.
But actually, I'm just talking about any Nune practice.
Mhm.
And it occurs to me that the Sojong also,
Mhm.
uh, some of us are just so isolated that if we could sign up for a Sojong vow day or
Mhm.
a Nune online, and then have the offerings. I know that there are special offerings that are made
Mhm.
to the shrine and stuff that we wouldn't have the capacity to do, but to have that all coordinated by a Lama
Mhm.
who was overseeing a group of online participants would
Mhm.
be just wonderful. Uh, and I would think that um, there would be a lot of enthusiasm if we can spread the word about it, that
Mhm.
it would go over very well. And the COVID restrictions have been a blessing in disguise for many
Right.
of us
Right.
because
Mhm.
we've been inspired to do practice more because we haven't been able to go out as much. But to be able
Right.
to follow the vows uh, with a teacher such as yourself would be the highest honor.
Yeah. I think the only problem is the time differences, right? If I take Sojong Vow by the dawn, how about you guys? It was really
Yeah,
middle of night or something, right?
yeah.
So how do we do that? You know, but times of dates, which day is important, or maybe I can record something like on video, right? Just taking Sojong Vow and chanting and share with you guys. I mean, it's pretty
Well,
easy.
I missed what specifically you said what the difficulty would be. Oh, you mean because it's so early, like at 6 in the morning Eastern time? It would be
I
too
probably
late.
take Sojong Vow, if I lead it around like 6:30 or something, right? And then you guys will be what?
That's 3:30
9.
here. But it's such a special thing.
Mhm.
So special that getting up at 3:30 in the morning, what's the problem with that? Seriously. I mean, we can go back to bed, but to get
I
up and
mean,
take those
I
vows.
can do later, like because the sunrise like 7:30 or something right here. So I can do right before sunrise, so which will be 7 o'clock maybe. Not much difference.
Well, I mean, yeah, there are issues that would have to be worked out, but I just think how wonderful it would be to begin to do some Nune or Sojong practice.
I definitely can lead Mini, this one we talk about, because it doesn't involve chanting whole day. It's simply chant, in the morning. You can see I can use my web camera, here we can, let's do prostration like that. You see, this is the new technique. And then I can take Sojong Vow, you guys can take Sojong Vow. And, I think 7:30, if I do 7:30, you guys will be what time?
7:30 is 4:30 here.
Is sleeping okay, or
Hmm?
is sleeping during the day okay?
Yeah, totally fine.
Oh, okay.
But then the only problem is if you guys are 4:30, which means not dawn yet, right? But this is the thing.
Oh,
If you take Sojong Vow like at 4:30 in the morning, and then it's a whole day, 1 day vow, which means the next day 4:30 expires. Party
That's
time.
the Nune vow, isn't it? Nune.
And
That's not Sojong.
no, Nune is 2 days, right?
Oh,
I mean,
oh,
you have to take Nune. It's like one, the first day you can eat, and you can eat lunch, really, really big lunch. And then after that, you can't eat whole afternoon. Next day, you can't talk, you can't eat, you can't drink, nothing, you know. One day is just total silent, you know, how much you're mad, you can't say anything, which is a silence, is a wisdom.
You could do like a check-in thing, like check in every 2 hours or so. Do like that. Is that what you were thinking?
Sorry?
He's
Or
talking
did you-
about, that's a different vow he's talking about. It's not.
Oh,
It's
okay.
called Yune, it's like a same vow that we're taking, but it requires a whole day chanting and prostration,
Okay.
etc. But this one is the one I'm teaching is very easy because morning I can just delete it. Maybe after, you know, evening we can do a little prayer together, right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
dedicate the merit or something, and then
Yeah.
yeah, you guys think about it. And if everybody agrees, and I'm happy to do that because I feel it's very honor and you know, then it discipline myself as well. You know, I'm not taking so much Sojong vow.
I saw in the group there's lots of your other students, they're taking a lot of them. They're doing a lot of
Yeah,
Sojong, like one after the next for many, many days, no?
a lot. Yeah, and yeah, maybe I can really lead something together. We'll see. You know.
Thank you, Lama.
You are very welcome. Thank you for thinking about. Let's see.
Pretty Wally.
Okay,
Oh,
I have to
gosh.
end this one. I'm trying to. Oh, what do you see?
Yes.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Actually, you saw stupa?
Mhm.
Yes. Mhm.
How come I couldn't see it? That's not fair. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So that's about almost 3 feet tall, and it's the awakening stupa among the 8 stupas, and silver and gold, and will be located in KTD's library. If you're, I know most of you been to KTD library, and the library in the middle, they have like 18 arahats, and then you can see the texts, you know, left or right side. So one of those left or right side will be installed, stupa installed in one with left or right cabinet.
How does it get from Nepal? Like, it's not on a plane, is it? It gets by.
I'm very fortunate that KTD does the shipping part, you know, because Peter always get the bookstore staff. So they will be the statue maker, I mean, the stupa maker will move to the location where Peter normally ship his stuff, and then he will, you know, ship this together with the other stuff. And then I requested Lama Tashi, you know, to oversee it, because Lama Tashi did all the Rinpoche stupa at Kamalai and Ohio, Columbus, KTC, and this one as well, along with all the Campbell's Lamas of KTC.
Lama Karma, I have one more nitpicky comment about Sojong vow.
That's what you think, but I don't feel that at all. I feel very happy because that's
Okay.
how you learn.
Good, good. So if we take the Sojong vow starting at 5 a.m. in the morning, the next morning, the vow does not expire until sunrise, not 5 a.m. It's not, right? Sunrise is the end.
No,
Okay.
it's a 1-day vow, and even though it says, you know, I take Sojong vow until tomorrow sunrise, even they use the sunrise, but most Sojong vows done like when dawn breaks, right, in the early morning.
Okay.
Not that early, like midnight, not like that, but like early morning, and then next day, you know, it's 1 day vow, and then whenever that happens, then it you know, expires.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Does the dedication of merit have to be right at the end, or if you went over a little?
Sorry, Lisa.
Oh, the dedication of merit. Oh, you do that in the beginning with the prayer before you do Sojong. The dedication of
No,
merit.
there was
Okay.
the dedication of merit within Sojong Vow after the mantra. And there's
Okay, right.
you know, pure moral discipline, and then at the end there's some dedication. But you can also add your own dedication, like long life for peacefulness or normal dedications.
Okay.
This web camera makes everything pale. Look like very picky.
Nitpick.
Mine's like pink. My lighting.
Thank you so much, Lama.
Oh, you are very welcome.
Wonderful.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity, you know.
Let's not end quite yet. I'm going to add an attachment to the Zoom, which is that Sojong Vow prayer book in PDF. Okay, hold on.
Oh, I see. You already made it, or
Yes.
Daniel.
Max, how do I add a file?
In chat.
Yeah, it looks like the chat has that capability because it looks like there's a file icon.
It's Dropbox, Microsoft OneDrive, Google Drive, Box,
Well,
so
it's not. Yeah, but it's not allowing me to pick a file from my desktop. It's telling me to go to Dropbox or Google Drive.
Oh yeah, you can't send an attachment through the chat.
No.
And if you email me the file, I can then put it on
Yeah.
my Dropbox and share it in the chat. Does that make sense?
I'll send it right now.
Okay.
They should add that though. Zoom should add that feature. I don't know why they
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't.
how silly.
It's like,
Advanced computer files. Basic.
Okay, Max, it's on its way.
It takes time, Daniel.
I got it. Okay, 1 second.
Everybody says 1 second, then takes 10 seconds.
Okay, 10 seconds.
Now that's nitpicky.
Oh yeah.
I wonder.
Ho.
Oh, oh, oh. I'm trying.
Lama Karma, I do want to talk to you maybe some other day about this, more about the stupa.
You can talk now if you have any questions, Daniel. I mean, we can talk later as well.
Well, yeah, I think it's our aspiration someday to have one for our permanent center.
Let's have permanent center first.
Yes. Okay.
Good point.
And absolutely, I mean, you know, as I mentioned it, I went through Lopanla, the Tangri Monastery, Lopanla. He was very kind. His friend, you know, it's very kind. That's why it's kind of cheap, you know. And you know, it's sponsored by KTD staff, so it's kind of, you know, their respect and love to Khenpo Rinpoche.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah, it's I'm so happy.
Sorry, I'm still working about getting the file on there.
Well,
I'm in my
can't
pro-
we receive this later? Is that, we're not going to use that now, are we?
No, but you'll all be able to download it now.
Well, yeah, so we can wait on that. We don't need to get it right now.
It's there now.
Here we go, shared.
There it is.
Like
Oh,
it or
wow.
not, like it or not, you have it now.
Good one. Thank you,
Thank
Matt.
you, Max.
Thank you, Daniel. He did it. He
Thank
scanned
you,
this.
Daniel.
Hey, really? It can,
Great.
I kind of trying to open, but it doesn't seem.
I think you might have to save it somewhere first or something, right? Is that working?
I don't see anything there.
Yeah, you could download it.
I see it.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Maybe because they're saying that don't greedy, you already have one.
Mhm. Lama Karma,
Yes.
you said there's other prayers we should recite during the
Mhm.
day of the Sojong vow. I put two of them in the chat. One is the
Okay.
sutra. One is the Sutra of the Three Heaps. The other is the
Mhm.
long version of 7-line prayer.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
I said at the beginning, before you take Sojong vow, and
Okay.
you probably we saw the refuge and for immeasurables. That would be first, and then second would be the 12 deeds or prayers to Buddha,
Oh yeah.
and then next would be 35 Buddha prayer. Then next would be 7 branch prayer. So there's a 7 branch prayer, short and long one. Sometimes comes from when you offer mandala, then you chant mandala offering, one in Hundu, or just only 4 lines that you repeat during the mandala offering.
Mhm.
And then I think there's I taught this to other groups, and they may have some text like that, based on my kind of recommendation. And then you take Sojong vow, and after finish Sojong vow, you can also add like Muhammad aspiration prayer,
Yeah.
and of course, I think what Lisa mentioned earlier, like dedication, and you can, because you are taking Sojong vow whole day, and before you go to bed, if you get up really late or whatever, just important to dedicate the merit for all things, like before you go to bed or morning or the moment you wake up, right? So
Mhm.
so you still could dedicate because it's 1 day vow.
Mhm.
But mostly, all the moral discipline, like in Buddhism, talk about the 10 virtuous actions. Those virtuous actions make you really, really happy, because if we can see when we do something mindlessly, no mindfulness and taking over habitual patterns, even though we are kind of we like to watch certain things, we like to do certain things, and maybe it's not so virtuous, but you are a little bit addicted, and so you feel very happy, I want to watch something like a few episodes or something, and then later on it's more like cause of suffering than really enjoying it, because addiction arises, so moral discipline, it's very, very pleasant, like talking about like a verbal speech, right? When you, like Shindandeva mentioned, before you say something coming from a word coming from your mouth, you first analyze what are you going to say. And if I say this, this word would hurt other or not, what is my motivation? That kind of gives you a lot of room to analyzation. And when you say it, so you kind of say it nicely, like gently or slowly, rather than, so that's actually so true, because I have hard time sometimes. I just talk quickly and then said something wrong and then regret right away. because we just sometimes want to talk emotionally, but we don't really check what we're going to say.
Amala, maybe you can also say a few words. I'm speaking from experience, but when I did the Sojong vows before, sometimes I find myself suddenly listening to, I don't know, some music or something without realizing it really, you know? I mean, like if something, I don't know, like I can't remember how it, but something happened and then I was going, oh no, I'm not supposed to listen to music, or I'm not supposed to, whatever. I didn't really dance, but it's sort of, I felt that it started working. So is there a way to maybe, when you do that, because in that moment you break at least one part of the vow, can you repair that somehow, or what?
Absolutely. When you break the root vows, like those are very severe, and then branch vows, that's why recommended sometimes to the 35 the prayer or during the day, or you can recite Vajrasattva prayer, or even you can just mentally, not recite anything, but mentally instantly visualize Buddha's Bodhisattva say, I confess, you have some recognition, regretness. The beauty part of the vow is that when I took Sojong vow, for a while ago, and next day, because you kind of aware, actually I did break because I was taking care of Nobu, and he opened a jar that contains, peanuts, and so I just put a few, I was like, oh my God. And then, did I talk about this? The Lama Zopa was doing retreat with me, and there was an apple cake. And because, I want to eat a big lunch or something, I don't know, it's my negative karma or something, I just a little bit worried or something. So I was aiming for that. And then on that day, we didn't have enough rice because, somewhat, and then I was upset right there. I was, I took. And then the apple cake was gone as well. And so all kind of things happened. And then I was like, oh, no, but it's someone, I did set Vajrasattva mantra or 31 the prayer. What I'm trying to say is that those mistakes, and I confess, I know that, this is not good. And then next day, I have that mindfulness is still there. Like, if there's a, my wife normally give us a apple dessert or something, she gives that. I was like, am I still in Sojong vow? So this is the beauty part, right? Because if sometimes we say, oh, no, I can't do this because I'm just an ordinary person, I can't do this, that. That's not really true. It's all about how you train ourselves, right? So you might think, oh, no, I can't, I have to talk whatever I want to talk. I can't just always, that's too much to think about, like, be mindfulness, what you're going to say and how you say and gentle say, that's too much. But it's just so worth, it's so worth. So
can you do like
yes, please.
Can you do like a practice run, like don't say the vow, but follow the guidelines? Kind of like a practice run. Has anyone ever done something like that?
You mean
should you just
generally?
jump in? Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't
Oh
get
yeah,
it.
no worries. Like maybe do a practice, like first do one without taking the vow, but doing everything that the vow requires. Like, yeah. Is that not a good thing to do? Should you just do it?
I think you just do it, nothing
Do it,
to
okay.
worry about it. And as I mentioned, I don't think, we just purposely, breaking those 4 vows, or,
yeah.
I mean, how lacking we could be, how it's impossible not to, impossible to forget, oh, I drink alcohol, something like, oops, I forgot, right? So you might forget like small things, or maybe like like Max was saying, oh, all of a sudden, just singing songs, right?
Yeah.
So even like you're singing, maybe you are kind of happy singing songs. I don't think it's that serious because you are not intentionally just so attached to something and so negative or
Yeah.
something, right? It just sometimes that will happen. That's called habitual patterns. And so we are not afraid of, upset in every moment. So there's not, afraid of taking the vow and just do it, because this is, as I mentioned, it's kind of, if you do like once and the next day, you still have that mindfulness, it's kind of very joyful.
Okay.
Even scientists say that we have to empty our stomach, time to time.
Mhm.
Cleansing.
True.
See Rinpoche behind me?
Mhm.
Rinpoche, Thang Rinpoche, Kamapa. So Max, nobody at KTD, just yourself?
Yeah, I'm going to switch off the lights when we're finished.
So Bruce, do you maybe do you use WhatsApp?
No, but I can install it. I
Yeah,
don't think
WhatsApp
it's-
is actually very easy and it's very secure. I have like WeChat group, but WeChat is kind of monitored by Chinese, and so we are moving into WhatsApp. It's called WhatsApp. WhatsApp, Bruce. You can download that, and then you can. I mean, you are on Facebook. Maybe you can write me, and it's my email Lama Kamadi at yahoo.com. I have two emails. Lamakamadi at yahoo.com. I just send in chat so you can, and I can actually send you the code WhatsApp so you can join it.
Is it similar to a Zoom meeting in that you send an invite and that directs me to the group?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
I mean, I created it and then I just send this link to people, and that's how they join.
Okay. Yeah,
Actually,
straightforward.
I may have my WhatsApp, but now I know how to do a lot of things. Let's see. Okay, that's there we go. Self-liberation. Well, I have self-liberation, but I also have a Hundu group too. Let's see. I'm able to.
I can help him later, Lama Kama, if you
I
want.
just want to show off, I
Okay.
just
Yeah,
trying to show
Max,
you
I
I'm
need
so
help too.
advanced.
You need that too, Daniel? Yeah.
I'm so advanced in technology. That's trying to show off. This country, everything is show off. Oops, I think my show off is not. My show off is failing now.
Okay, well, I mean, the first step is to install WhatsApp.
If,
So-
by the way,
Yeah.
if anyone else wants to join Lama Kama's group on WhatsApp, he can maybe first contact me and I can then show
That's
you.
right.
which-
Yeah, Max is
Okay.
the transcriber.
I can help you with it because I'm not sure, but WhatsApp is strange because you need a phone and a phone number. So I don't know how easy it is to send to somebody you don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if that works.
Max, you are in a WhatsApp group, Max?
Mhm. Yeah.
Not WeChat. You're talking about WeChat
WhatsApp.
though,
We're
right?
talking WhatsApp.
Oh,
No, we're
now
talking
it's
WhatsApp,
about
yeah.
transforming. That's easy. I have, because I have to send you that kind of a link that I showed you, and also like there's something to copy and more like Zoom, right?
Yeah. But I think what I'm saying is like, because some of the people I already have their phone number. So if they have WhatsApp, I think I can just at least send you send them to the group from there. No, I can't do it. You have to do it. But anyways, we work it out somehow. It shouldn't be that difficult. Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool.
Okay.
Great, you guys. Looks very good.
Well, nice to
I
see
have to sign off now. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Lama
Thank
Karma.
you.
Thank you.
Bye, Daniel.
You are very welcome. Bye. You just on in living again without a joke.
No,
And
Wendy can tell a joke tonight.
it's unacceptable. Every time you live without a joke. How can you do that to me?
Good night.
Bye.
Good night. Don't
Good
sleep
night.
that early.
Thank you, Lama.
Good
Good night, everyone.
night. But I would like to do dedication.
Hmm.
Good idea.
Yeah, I always have good idea. Okay, it's all about me. Okay. There we go. All right, there's the long life of His Holiness. Before we go, I would like to thank everybody, Santa Monica KTC, and thank you for the great opportunity, giving me the great opportunity to purify negative karma gathering there's no merit, and also a little offer to Kemburumbiche. Now we chant the Kamapa long life or Jagan Ninja Ronzu Karama Pa Jagan Chinle Chidu Karama Pa Jagan Dunsa Wang Kama Pa Ujin Dronda Chinle Xiaoten So Sonam De Tamji Zeba Nye Tane Nipa Dana Panje Chega Nanche Bala Trubaya Sip Tole Dogan Yodo Isho Chanchu San Ramboche Machi Panam Chije Jiba Nyamba Mepa Ton Kone Konde Pewara Isho Kamapa embodiment of the compassion of all Buddhas, Kamapa union of activity of all Buddhas. Kamapa empowered as a regent of all Buddhas. Ojin Don the Chile, may your life be long. By this merit, may we anti-omniscience, defeat the enemy wrongdoing, and free all wanderers soon from the ocean of existence, churned by great waves of birth, age, sickness, and death. May precious bodhicitta arise within those where it has not arisen. Where it has arisen, may it not decline, may it even ever grow and flourish. Kamapacheno. Little meditation. All right, so I will give you one joke, very end. It's real, it's not a joke, it's actually real. When I traveled, came to US on the way back from Nepal to here, and I came with Michael Oliwine family, and I was so careful not to make any mistake because I don't want to say Tibetan people is very funny or making doing all these bad things. So I was very careful. I was copying everybody, and then there are two girls sitting, one here and one here, right and left. And they were trying to help me. Was very, always my hands always holding like this, and then if they put something when I eat, I did that, and then they later told me that I had tea, and then they, I had this salad, And they give me a salad dress and I put in my tea and I drink it. I didn't even notice.
Salad dressing and tea.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that was salad. I thought it was a milk. That's kind of final. Say goodbye, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye,
Lama.
take care.
Night.
Thank you, bye.
Thank you,
Samavachino,
Lama.
thank you. All the best.
Find out how that tasted later.
Take Sojong Vows.